Yeah, hi, Fraser Buchanan here from the Heart Party. Another of our issues is bureaucracy and regulation. We think that the government tends to want to get their fingers into everything, into every part of our lives, which is over the top, and it's really stifling a lot of ability for people to function and do things, and small businesses to operate. The regulation is so onerous in so many areas that it is stifling the ability for people to build and building to happen. It's unreal. Like, people put in a DA, the cost of a DA, the cost of the processing, the cost of building a home is exorbitant at the best of times. But then when you find that 40% of the cost is borne into regulation, it's ridiculous and way over the top. We think it's way too much. We have an affordable housing crisis in this country, and we're scratching our heads on what to do about it. Or give a little bit of a tax relief or a couple of living incentives, and yet you've got people living in rural areas with decent sized lots of land, and people everywhere in Australia. It's such a big, vast country, and so sparsely habitated, and yet people can't put second dwellings on their properties, or the regulation and guidelines don't allow it. They can't put tiny homes on their properties, granny flats, all this sort of stuff should be loosened up and freed up to help this affordable housing issue. Here's the government been bringing in this massive immigration movement. We've got 1.5 million people have come into the country in the last couple of years, which is just out of control. We had a policy of 150,000 per year. Now we've added another naught to that over 2 years, and that's just absurd. So that cannot be maintained, and it's pushing our kids out of the market of being able to buy homes, and made the cost of properties even higher. So it's not in our best interest. We need to scale back on that. We need to loosen up regulation. Too much bureaucracy and regulation, which is hindering people's ability for small businesses to operate. All the red tape that you've got to go through, and the costs that are imposed on absolutely everything. The slightest little reno to your house, the slightest little thing, all the costs are just unbelievable. It's stifling the ability for this country to function properly and people to get ahead. And here we have a housing crisis. It's lunacy. So we need change, and we will give you that change. We will fight to loosen up this regulation. We're not about allowing people to do things that are harmful to the environment or anything like that, but we enable people to function properly. And if they need a granny flat, then so be it. Keep the grandparents living together, keep the family unit together. We support all of that. Anyway, if you want change, vote for us, because we can make change. If we're not there, they can railroad everything through that they want, that's not in your best interest. You need to have us there. So vote 1, Fraser Buchanan, Heart Party, Eden Monaro, authorised by Michael O'Neill, Nulla Nulla Creek Road, Bellbrook. Cheers.